thrive in this environment where he could make the switch he always wanted to.
All right, and with that, it looks like we're in there. We talked a lot about Kurv. Obviously, S2J just one of the best in the world right now. Probably easily top 10, maybe even higher than that.
Self-proclaimed top 3, right? I think.
Oh, are we gonna do that right after what happened last weekend? God, you're brutal. Squid's a bully. Write it down.
Squid's a bully. So true.
All right, Johnny takes the first stock really cleanly. Falcon can delete spacey stocks. He can.
Bro.
Okay. Johnny with a bit of an S2J, Johnny with a bit of an SD, and Kurv adds a little English to it, but in the end, sort of same result. Not too much to talk about there.
Very true. Fine. Oh, barely not. I guess he kind of maneuvered his way around the stomp to find the soft air here, but yeah, both of these players kind of spacing each other out right now. Not finding huge hits, just kind of finding stray hits back and forth and seeing who can kind of grab hold of the pacing and start to make this match theirs.
All right, and all of a sudden, Kurv taking the lead, looking super efficient with his combo game, has a really clear idea of what he's looking for at different percents in this matchup, and looking for just like really efficient kill setups.
Finding the up smash. Great late nair on the platform to keep up the platform pressure. Johnny having trouble kind of finding the reads and the follow-ups on him. See if he, doesn't get the knee follow-up here either. Can close out the stock here in an edge guard. Finds the kill.
All right, Johnny gonna be able to close it out, but Kurv's still making him work for it. It's not easy at all. These full out drills continue to stuff out Johnny's approaches. Oh, and these up tilts catch the short hops.
Yeah, really good up tilt, take nair, turn around up tilt. Like he's just like ready for the defense there. Just like that, he's ready for the offense as well as he puts on a ton of shield pressure with the shine. Oh, but just immediate like turnaround in the momentum with just stomp knee. This is my stock now. Johnny doesn't find the closeout, but man.
Ooh, another up tilt by Kurv. He's able to find these every time Johnny puts out a knee and it isn't quite spaced right. He's just getting pulled out of it with the up tilts. And Kurv reclaims the stock lead, at least just barely.
Yeah, Kurv's ability to just switch between these like hella fast aerials that he's been grinding out and then switch to the defense, right? We've mentioned the standstills before. We've mentioned the up tilts in this set. He just has this great push and pull where he mixes up his pacing between really strong offense and really strong defense.
All right. Super even here going into this last stock. Johnny just standing in Kurv's space, putting out a ton of hitboxes.
The triple stomp, the triple tech in place read. We mentioned before that one of the things Johnny strives at is the last stock situation, panic options from your opponent. We saw Kurv do spot dodge, spot dodge, spot dodge, tech in place, tech in place, tech in place, and Johnny was just ready to jump at his throat for it. And it's funny because like Kurv played so solid all the way through, and he kind of fell apart only at the very last stock, and Johnny was immediately ready to pounce on it. So looks like we might have lost the feed again. We might have to do the Johnny thing again where we swap to the Johnny stream. So give us one quick second to pull it up here. Yep, interaction, yep. Yep, I got you. So we are back into the match now. FD.
We missed a big combo by Johnny, but he wasn't able to close it out, and Kurv trying to answer back. Ooh, see, there, Kurv, we did see a slight tech miss. He wanted the turnaround up tilt, he doesn't get it, and Johnny punishes with a grab. I think the big...
Look at these jabs!
I think the big story so far has been just how ready Johnny is to pounce on the tiniest little tech clubs.
Yeah.
It seems pretty even when they're playing against each other, you know, right up against each other. But then one slight tech club and Johnny off to the races.
Yeah. And that's kind of, sometimes that just is the difference between the top players. It's just, they make slightly fewer mistakes and they punish your mistakes slightly harder, right? And that just like, that is what being a good player is, right? Like he just like, he's very consistent and that's how he does it. It's just by like, he makes fewer mistakes and he punishes yours. But Kurv is keeping it close right now, taking that up smash. Great crouch reaction tech chase there. Only 40%, not too bad.
All right, so 2 stocks apiece here on FD. Keep in mind, this is considered like a pretty good counter pick for Fox, so Kurv sort of needs this to work a little bit.
Oh, look at that wave dash down. That movement is terrifying from Johnny. Really tough spot to sweet spot from. Kurv, I think, couldn't even do it with the notched angle and gets edge guarded all the way to the bank. Johnny with a really consistent edge guard setup there.
Yeah, and another tiny mistake by Kurv. I think he had time to sweet spot double jump to ledge, but he double jumps just a little late and fell into that really tough spot.
Oh, that corner pressure was so brutal, and it actually gets all the way to a conversion into a knee. That game felt so close until it wasn't, right? Like Johnny was just able to just turn the smallest advantage into just an entire stock. And it wasn't just that he had crazy 0 to death. That game in particular, he had perfect corner pressure, perfect setups, right? Like it was like this guy's kind of has the whole package there.
He's flowcharted out of his mind. Anytime he was in a good position, he closed it out. You saw there, and Kurv, again, the defense is really strong, right? He's putting up all of the tough stuff, and it just doesn't matter, right? Johnny has the answers to all of it. He got the techs on the edge guards. You know, he made it as hard as possible for Johnny, and Johnny just answered the call.
Yeah, we got the feedback, and as it started, it was just knee, and he closed out of stock, and it was like, oh, a rough time to just hop into the game here. Oh, and Kurv gets perfectly dash back pivot grabbed all the way into the corner. Oh, the rapid jab finds the grab.
All right, Kurv with an opportunity to edge guard here. Johnny able to find his way back on stage somehow, just barely, and he's gonna make Kurv pay so hard for that.
Yeah, almost. I mean, he's fishing for stomps, he's fishing for grabs, looking for the really high reward stuff, trying to turn a small lead into an insurmountable one, and comes down with a knee, turning it into a full stock lead once again.
And I think the biggest thing that's sticking out to me right now is we have lost the up tilts from Kurv. That was such a big part of the openings from him, and reading the movement and finding those punishes.
Oh my god, he even has time to jab him out of the knee, are you joking? And yeah, and I do think, too, that part of that, too, is that Johnny, yeah, right there, I was going to say he's actually moving to bait it. He's added a lot more grounded movement instead of aerials. And that is kind of like the way Falcon beats up tilt. If he's spamming aerials, it's really hard to maneuver your way around the up tilt. But if you're dash dancing on the ground, it's actually very easy. It's just like a worse cheek forward tilt, you know? So we saw Johnny dash dance, shield stop, and then just knee him for up tilting. And just like that, when you can up tilt and it's either I hit an up tilt or I get kneed, the risk reward doesn't seem so hot anymore, right?
Yeah, exactly. Okay, good closeout there by Kurv. He finds the back air through the up air with his invincibility off the ledge. Gonna bring it to 2 stocks to 1, but man, does this still feel really
There's the
hard.
corner pressure. Clips him while trying to ledge stall there. Not even that is safe. You can't even take a breath against this guy. But Kurv has a chance here as he gets a punish. Can't find the up smash. I think you have to nair at that percent. You can't go for the up smash on DI way. Maybe I'm wrong about that.
Ooh. Great combo and edge guard here from Kurv. He gets a ton out of it, but SJ still finding some way to get back to stage. And all of a sudden, he's the one edge guarding.
Yep. Oh, and he finds... yeah, I mean, Johnny's gotten a lot of damage over here. Still doable for Kurv. This is, if it gets to last stock situation, this is not a matchup where it feels doomed with a percent deficit, but it's very hard right now.
He barely gets away from that knee. Good defense there to get down to the ground.
Ooh. Oh, Randall!
Randall!
Johnny almost tried to save him, I feel. Like, I think he didn't know Randall was there, and he's like, I'll go for the suicide back air, and if you tech it, you get saved, and we get to play one more stock. But Randall did save him, and then instead he just has speed.
All right, so 118%. That is nothing to joke at.
Going for a stomp. Another stomp. Kills him with a taunt, and answers back with a taunt of his own. A great stylish finish. Great whole tournament from S2J. I think he dropped a single game to Bobby Big Balls the entire tournament, looking absolutely stellar. Really looking like he is in full form. I mean, I feel like every time we watch Johnny, we're watching the best Johnny we've ever seen. So.
Yeah, and I don't know, that game in particular, I feel like that was really what the top echelon can do, because we saw Kurv come in with a game plan, look pretty good that game 1, right? Like he almost took that game, and then by game 3, it just felt like he was a shell of his former self, right? Like S2J, so powerful, so strong, and just kind of steamrolled him. So, you know,
I kind of felt like he needed like 2 small adjustments to do that. To go from very close to a steamroll, it was like, oh, let me just kind of change just a couple things here. All right, your up tilts are no longer scary. Now that we've eliminated that option, now I can run my train over you. And it's like, wow, okay, it's just like that, huh? Like,
yeah, absolutely. I don't want to let that take anything away from Kurv. I think he had an amazing run today with some really great wins. And, you know, S2J really is one of the top players in the world for a reason. So great stuff to Kurv to make that run he did. Obviously, you know, this is Melee. the only reward you get for a big run is having to go back to the drawing board anyway because you got to the guy who can still beat you. So really cool, and I'm sure he'll be back stronger.
Depending on how the prize pool pans out, it turns out we got a $10 donation somewhere in there, so we have a huge $10 pot, which probably all goes to S2J, but maybe some of it goes to Kurv. I doubt it, actually. It's probably just $10 to S2J. So anyways, huge pot bonus. The stakes have never been higher here at TMT number 25, 26, whatever it is. So I think that we're going to go ahead and hop over to S2J stream for raid, give him a congratulations, and let him know that he just made 10 big ones.
Boom. All right, so that's going to close it out for us here. I've been Raptor, that's Squid. Check out our socials or whatever, and see you again next week for TMT 27, the only important one that has ever existed.
True, finally.